Whether or not you already have an established dropshipping business, or if you're just starting to get in the game, it's always a really good idea to be able to expand your product line with a few different types of options. One of those being a completely different business, print on demand. Now, dropshipping and print on demand pretty much go hand in hand. It's essentially the same thing. At the end of the day, the biggest difference is going to be that you're still going to be dropshipping different types of products, but in this case, it's going to be with your own design. Now, one of the most highly sought after products that everyone purchases pretty much throughout the entire year is candles. Candles are used as gifts for others, as gifts for people to give to themselves. People absolutely love candles throughout their entire house, throughout their office, sometimes even outside. So how can we profit from this? How can we start selling different types of candles on our store? And how can we customize them so that way we can stand out from the crowd? Well, all of those questions will be answered in today's video. So if you've been thinking of jumping into the print on demand or the dropshipping business and looking for a very lucrative product to offer, then make sure you check out this video all the way through, because today we're talking about everything that you need to know about print on demand candles. Let's go. Now, before we get started, to go along with this video, we do have an easy to reference cheat sheet with all of the different tips, tricks, and links that I'm going to be talking about in this video. If you want access to that, just go ahead and comment down below the hashtag candle dropshipping and let me know which one of the suppliers at the end of this video is your favorite and which one you plan on using. Once I see that you went ahead and did that, I'll reply back with the link to the sheet. All right, let's get started. So why print on demand candles? Why candles just overall? Well, like I said earlier, candles are the perfect gift. These gifts are given year-round, whether it be to somebody else or to even people giving it to themselves. People love candles. The fragrances are nice. It creates a nice mood in the house or in the office or in the work area, wherever it is that it's being lit. There's a lot of different purposes for candles. Some of them being to just relax. Others could be to be a little bit more energetic. Maybe sometimes it's to set the mood and get romantic. It's really all dependent on what the occasion is. But one thing's for sure. There's an occasion for every single type of candle out there. Now, when it comes to candles, what can we actually customize from a candle? Because a lot of the times people are going to think just a basic little jar with wax in it. Well, yes, but there's a lot more to it as well. For one, you can customize the fragrances. So you can have different types of fragrances for different types of occasions. I've even seen some pretty crazy ones, like some gag gifts. These are really cool because they actually end up selling a lot. Like I've seen some sausage smelling ones, some bacon smelling ones, some maple and bacon. It's crazy the amount of different scents that there are. But on that same note, on the other side of it, on the other extreme side of it, there's also a lot of other ones that are just a lot more relaxing. Things that people really like to just turn on at the end of the day and, again, kick back and relax. Some scents being like lavender, chamomile, and a few others. Obviously, there's also different shapes. There's different sizes. You got bigger candles, smaller candles. You have some candles that are shaped a little bit differently. You have some that are shaped like, let's say, a body. Others that are shaped like these little squares. Some that are a ball. Let's say you have a pineapple scented candle. I've seen some pineapple shaped candles as well. So pretty much when it comes to a candle, you can customize almost every aspect of it. What you need to do in order to do that is simply find the right supplier, which we'll get to in a little bit. Candles are also super cheap to produce. So when it comes to candles, the biggest expense when actually making one is going to be the wax and the glass jar that it comes in. Sometimes it doesn't even come in a glass jar. So because of this, the actual production of it, it's a lot quicker than other products. Usually when it comes to print on demand candles, what people do is simply customize the label in the front. So they'll put their logo on it and maybe some more information, or maybe a little bit of information about the candle and the scent, or like a little witty joke, you know, for one, like the bacon smelling one that I told you about. So really when it comes to candles, you can target completely different demographics of people all at the same time. Candles are a very, very flexible niche. Now, how do you get started actually making these different designs for your candles, or for at least the label on the candle? Well, it's pretty easy. There's a few different options that you have. For one, you can use services online that can make the design for you. So something like a text to image. Aside from that, you can also use something like Etsy, where you can purchase pre-made designs. Let's actually look up a couple of different designs, and let's even make one using AI. Let's go. So right now I'm on Etsy, and I'm going to simply look up funny candle PNG. This is going to give me a bunch of different designs that I can use for my candles, or at least designs that are relating to candles. So here we have a few different ones. So they have this one. They have the "My friendship is like this candle, forget about me and I'll burn your house down." That's actually a pretty funny saying. This is perfect for a candle. Now, as you can see, this is just a basic text. So honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. You don't even have to buy this. You can create this by yourself. Just take the text, change the font a little bit, and then make it yourself. You can do something simple like on Photoshop or even on Canva. Because I know a lot of people don't necessarily know Photoshop, so a really easy way to make a few of these different designs is going to be with Canva. but I'm going to give you a different option right now. Just give me one quick second. Now, aside from that one, you also have some bundles like this one. These are pretty cool because you get multiple designs, all for the price of one. So this one costs $5, and you have these different designs. You have Sanity brought to you by scented candles, chocolate television and candles, peace, love, and candles. I just want to have all the scented candles. You have quite a few different options to choose from here. Now look at this one. This one's actually really funny. I like this one. I hope this candle smells better than the crap, because I can't say the other one on YouTube, I put you through. That's something that's perfect for, like, let's say a kid to give to their mom. Actually, you know what? I might actually end up getting this for my mom, or getting the design and making a print-on-demand candle for my mom, because yeah, I put her through some crap when I was a kid. So if we're not really good at coming up with different designs or, you know, different sayings that we can add to our candles, what can we do to actually spark our creativity, or to just simply give us a few solutions? Well, a lot of the times people use ChatGPT, but for some reason ChatGPT is not loading right now, so I'm going to give you a second option, and that is Google Bard, or now as it's known, Google Gemini. So before, it used to be Google Bard back when it first started, and it wasn't too good. But then they made a lot of different improvements, and now Google's AI is absolutely amazing. It's even rivaling ChatGPT. So Google Gemini, you can ask it literally anything and it'll give you real-time responses. So let's see what we can ask. Give me some trendy sayings for candles to put on the front of them. Make a few witty ones and a few inspirational ones. And let's see what it comes up with. All right, so this candle is all fired up. I actually like that one. That's really good. Warning, may cause extreme relaxation and snacking. That's great. Wine not. It's self-care Sunday. Adulting, more like adulting-ish. Namaste in bed. I've seen this one before. And then the inspirational ones, good vibes only. Light your own spark. Find your peace. Self-care, start here. Fill your space with positivity. These are really good. Like, these are a lot better than I expected them to. So which one am I going to go with? I think I'm going to do warning, may cause extreme relaxation. Now what we can do is we can simply just go to Canva and we can make our design through here. So from here, what we can do is simply click on create a design and just go to custom size. Now it doesn't need to be too big because candles aren't huge. So we can do this at simply just 5 by 5 inches. And for those of you watching outside of the US, 5 inches is 12.7 centimeters. So 12.7 by 12.7 centimeters would be a pretty ideal size. So from here, let's go ahead and create a new design. So once we have everything loaded up on Canva, all we have to do is simply click on text over here. And once we click on text, then we're gonna have all of these different options. Then you can just go ahead and choose any one of these and start typing and whatever you want. So I'm gonna go with, let's say, this one right here. Okay, so the first one was warning. This looks nothing like it's supposed to, but just a little bit of formatting. So after a little bit of formatting, I came up with this. So I took off one part, the snacking part, because it was just a bit too much. So warning, may cause extreme. I put that all in caps to emphasize extreme relaxation. Now, when you download this, if you're doing the free version, it's not going to be up to par for the quality standards that pretty much any print-on-demand supplier is going to require. When you download something on the free version of Canva, it's going to download at 72 DPI. That's not enough for print-on-demand, but there are a few different options that you can choose from to be able to get around this. The first one is to simply convert to a pro user for Canva. Now that is going to require a monthly subscription, but if print on demand is something that you're looking to get into or something that you really want to continue, then you are going to have to invest into something like this. Image services online are all going to be paid no matter what, at least if you want to have high resolution downloads. So pretty much any service out there is going to let you have the image for free, except it's going to be at 72 DPI, which again, the print quality on that is not good. And a lot of different print suppliers aren't even going to accept it. So because of that, you are going to need 300 DPI at the very minimum. Now, like I said, in order to get 300 DPI, you can either convert to a pro user, but if you don't want to do that, if you want to save some money, then here's another option for you. So simply go onto Google and look up an online DPI converter. This is one of the first ones that you're going to see, dpi-converter.com. It's going to be in the cheat sheet if you want to check it out. Just make sure you request that. But on this website, you can simply just come on here, drag whatever image that you want, and set to 300. You don't need to do 4 or 6 because that's just overkill at that point, and anything less than 3 is just not going to be sufficient. So 300 is the sweet spot. But remember, just because you're increasing the DPI doesn't mean you're going to necessarily convert the quality. So while the print quality might not be up to par as a native or original 300 DPI download, it'll still work. But that goes without saying, After a while, if you keep using an online DPI converter, if you keep getting sales for your products, for your print on demand products, invest in a pro subscription. It's going to save you a lot of time, and really it's going to give you some really high quality artwork compared to doing a conversion. Now that we know how to design our different candles and what our specifications are to have good print quality, how do we actually get these products produced and in the houses of people that actually want them? Well, that's actually not that hard. The first thing that we need to do is really partner up with a reliable print-on-demand supplier, either print-on-demand or dropshipping supplier. I'm going to give you a couple of options. So the first one I'm going to talk about is AutoDS. On AutoDS, we have an entire print-on-demand section that's dedicated to these different types of products. Now on here, you can find pretty much anything from different types of t-shirts to onesies to hoodies. You can even print on sandals and shoes. Aside from that, there's also a home and living section with a bunch of different types of products like flags, bedding, floor mats, blankets, throws, and a lot more. Now, unfortunately, at the time of recording of this video, candles are currently not available. But by the time that this video comes out, or maybe a little bit afterwards, they might be available on here soon. There's a ton of different products that are constantly being added to our print on demand section, but aside from this, you also have the option where you can go to the marketplace and simply just look up candles. Now, while this isn't necessarily print on demand, you do have the option to dropship a few different types of candles with the AutoDS marketplace. So you do have a few different ones like this one right here, which is a pretty basic candle. A few other ones with some specialty scents like beach linen. This one has a pretty interesting design to it. And then you have a few other pretty basic ones and a few different styles. So while it's not necessarily print on demand, you do have the option to dropship or sell a few of these different types of candles as well. So that way you can just really expand your product line. Now, when it comes to actual print on demand, there are a few different suppliers that you can choose from. The first one of those being Candle Builders. Now, Candle Builders is specifically for candles, as obviously the name suggests. So on here, you have tons of different options to be able to customize your candles. So for one, all of the different ingredients that are used through Candle Builders are completely safe. Everything is tested, ensuring that all of their formulas are totally safe for the household. Also, they have very nice packaging, which adds to the entire experience. Now, as far as the different options they have to offer, they really only have 3 different products to offer. And that's going to be a clear vessel, an amber vessel, and a bigger clear vessel. So pretty much what that is just the outside casing, the glass of it. They have a clear and they have an amber one. They have the smaller ones, which are going to be 7.5 ounces, and then the bigger one is 13.75 ounces. As far as the different scents that you can choose from, they have vanilla bean, sea breeze, and comfort spice. They also have pink grapefruit and eucalyptus, but these are going to vary depending on the size that you choose from. Now with Candle Builders, what you can customize is going to be the label. So for the most part, for any one of these, what you're going to be customizing is ultimately going to be the label with whatever color lid you want or whatever color jar you want as well. Now that being said, they do have a few different colored lids as well that you can choose from. Next up, you have Gooten. And on Gooten, you have a few different options as well. So you have paint can scented candles, you have tin scented candles, and ceramic scented candles. So really what you can choose from here is the different types of packaging. And of course, you can also customize the label. Now, when it comes to Gooten, they do like to have specific partnerships. So you're gonna have to reach out to them to be able to apply to start working with them. But once you get approved, they like to keep working with you. They like to keep the partnerships going, and they like things to go smoothly. So expect to have very good customer service and overall really good print quality as well. Next, we have Candlefy. So Candlefy actually has 2 different types of casings to choose from. One of them is going to be glass and the other one is going to be aluminum. One is going to be a basic jar and the other one is going to be a tin. Now, as far as the different scents that they have quite the variety to choose from. So just to name a few, they have a few different exotic and sensual ones. So like I said, to set the mood, maybe for like Valentine's Day. You have wood and spa ones, which could be very nice for like, let's say, a relaxing day or a rainy day that you're just staying inside. They have some fresh scents for those days that you want to just open up the window, light up the candle, and just relax, and a few other ones. Now, one of the key features for Candlefy is the fact that they actually use all natural wax. So everything they have is completely natural and, of course, 100% safe. Aside from that, compared to some of the other options that we just went through, they have an insane amount of different scents to choose from. They have over 50 different ones. And as far as their delivery, that actually has to be probably one of the best parts of the entire experience with them. They have some of the fastest shipping as well. Typically, you can expect deliveries within 72 hours. That's pretty fast. Now, aside from these 3, you also have Printify and Printful. Printify and Printful are some pretty good platforms to be able to source your print-on-demand products from, but they are limited in certain aspects, and they also have a paywall. So what I mean by a paywall is, in order to gain access to their cheaper prices, you need to pay their monthly subscription. Aside from that, when it comes to their product offerings, they are limited in some aspects. So for example, with AutoDS, you have the option to print all over designs. So if you're doing, let's say, a t-shirt, you can do an all over design of the entire thing. You don't have that option with Printify, but you do have the option to customize candles. So that's why Printify and Printful both did make it on this list, because of the fact that you can customize the different types of candles that they have to offer. Now, they do have some pretty quick turnaround times. They have some pretty fast shipping that usually takes about up to a week for your customers to receive their products. Aside from that, there's never any minimum orders, so you can order just one product if you need to. As far as the actual types of candles, for the most part, they do have soy wax, but if you want to check out the different scents that they offer, you're going to have to sign on to their website, create an account, and look through all of their different offerings, because they have quite a bit. Now, aside from everything, one good thing that I like about Printify and Printful both is the fact that they have a built-in designer. So once you sign on to their website, you can actually take advantage of their platform to create your designs directly on that platform. You don't have to worry about the quality being too low or the image just being too pixelated or blurry. Using their online designer will ensure that you have high quality images or your high quality designs every single time. And that's pretty much everything that you need to know about how to get started with print-on-demand candles, or even dropshipping different types of candles that there are. Huge thank you to everyone for watching, especially if you made it this far. If you want access to the cheat sheet, make sure you go ahead and comment down below the hashtag candle dropshipping, and let me know if you plan on using any of these different suppliers for your print-on-demand business. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. Once again, huge thank you for watching. My name is Mario, and I'll catch you guys next time.